Welcome, Final Fantasy eras. Final Fantasy 2 is going strong. We're a little over halfway through the game, in my estimation. We did a lot of stuff last time involving dragons, caves, eggs, mother and child, an island, a boat, backtracking, getting lost, monsters in a box, treasure chests, teleportation spells, keywords, all that stuff. All the foundational elements you would expect of Final Fantasy 2. And the question is, now what do we do? We've left the wyvern egg to incubate in the basement of the Deist Cave, and we don't really have a whole lot else to do that we've been told. So we have traveled back to Altair. I have done some grinding in between episodes as well. But that is where our journey is going to start today. We're all healed up. We're ready to go. Let's head into the Rebel hideout. And let's see what is going on with Princess Hilda. She's been acting weird. Has anyone else noticed? This woman has. What's happened to the princess? All she does is laugh when I talk to her. The princess has shut herself away in her bedroom. She won't see anyone. The princess is acting real funny. Talk to her and see for yourself. I can't help but worry, wondering when the Empire will strike next. It's gotten so bad I can't even sleep at night. He's obviously not concerned directly about the princess. The princess' behavior has been very strange lately. Perhaps she's trying to cope with the king's death, but still. Okay. Layla, is it the rebel army welcomes you? Okay, so that's the pirate girl we have. Prince Gordon has become a stalwart leader. I suppose the time he spent with you is to thank for that. I caught the princess eating a rat. I saw it with my own eyes. Okay, and the wyvern's died, hasn't it? Yes. Let's go talk to Gordon. Hilda's been acting very strange lately. I try to speak to her and all she does is laugh. Could the king's death have disturbed her so deeply? I just don't know what I could do to help her. Would you try speaking to her for me? Yeah, we'll do it. Her behavior has been quite unusual. What could have happened to make her act this way? Fulfilled your duties, did you? Good to see you back in one piece. Well, it's good that he's kind of calmed down. These guys can't believe the dragoons have been vanquished. Okay, I think we need to go talk to the princess. Let's see what happens here. So she's standing right by the door. She said, there is something I would like to discuss with you. Okay. And everyone else is just kind of walking away. Maria says we'll be waiting outside. Okay. Oh, it's one of these things. Oh, we're going to seduce him. She says, come to me, Firion. And he's kind of nervous. He doesn't know what to do. She says, why are you just standing there? I don't enjoy being teased. Yeah, he's super not into this. And she says, now you're mine, Firion. And he goes, what have you done with the princess? And she transforms into a beast. But Layla's on to it. And we start off today's episode with the boss fight. This is the Lamia Queen. I don't think we'll have too much trouble here, but might as well cast a couple of spells. See how those do against her. Thunder seems appropriate. It seemed to work, so I'm just going to keep hammering her with thunder. Simple enough. She gonna drop anything good? 15,000 gil. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. She said, Firion asked, how much of that did you see? And she said, enough to know you shouldn't be letting your guard down around fetching young ladies, I'd say. And Guy says, where real princess? Quite the wordsmith. A guard comes in. I have terrible news. We've just heard a tournament is being held in Palamecia, and Princess Hilda is the prize. So obviously that was an imposter. Gordon is coming with us. He wants to help us rescue Hilda. Layla says, don't worry, I know just how you feel. Me and the boys will manage the army. I run a tight ship, no need to fret over us. And we swap out Layla for Gordon. Again, another temporary member. We didn't unequip Layla first, but I think that's okay. Like I said, these are just kind of temporary members in this 4th slot. All right, we have to head to this arena now. So we do have some pretty tough monsters coming up. I want to take a look at our inventory right quick. We have 16,000 gil. I think for the first time ever, we might want to actually buy some items. I'm going to load up on things that I can easily afford, like potions. Just get a little bit of everything. We can always make more money. Phoenix Downs, yeah, we should probably have a couple of those. Ethers, we should probably have some of those. We need a cottage, too. I think that's fine. Okay. Luckily we have a ship now, so this should be a little bit easier traveling for us anyway. Alright, I think I know where we need to go. I actually looked it up this time before we headed out, so that I will try not to waste anyone's time. Like I said, I did do some grinding in the downtime in between episodes, so we are a little bit stronger, but we're still gonna... Enemies are starting to get very tanky, and they're also starting to have some pretty nasty abilities, so just the fact that I'm able to one-shot a lot of these sea monsters isn't going to amount to much when we actually start fighting real battles. The leveling up will have been very important. So we're going to actually head here into this desert area. You can see we're fighting some enemies we've never seen before. These ant lions are part of that new breed of new generation of monsters that we're fighting. But here we go into the desert, where I'm sure we're going to find even more, well, ant lions for now. Everyone's right now equipped with an ogre killer and an ice shield. Except for Gordon, because Layla took hers with her, so sorry, Gordon. But you're not really important right now. You're just here for the plot, literally. I mean, we'll want to keep him alive, obviously. His main thing is probably going to be to get us out of a sticky situation if we need someone to, like, use an item like a potion or a Phoenix Down. This is where we're trying to go over here, this little area. We're going to see to the right there's a Chimera. We fought one of those as a boss not too long ago when we were walking back and forth in the Deast Cave. And here we are. I think I'll pop a save. Alright, welcome to the arena. We're in the Colosseum. And it looks like... Ah, yes, very much Star Wars-like. We're trapped. The Emperor is there. He says, may you fight well this day. To the victor goes Hilda, Princess of Finn. Alright. Who's it gonna be? Who's coming out of that cage? Whoever it is making a big ruckus. Oh, it looks like another classic Final Fantasy enemy that we see a lot. The Behemoth. Alright, oh, we got some new music, too. Been ambushed, that's fine. I think we're just gonna attack this guy for now and see how it feels. I mean, we're powerful enough that we shouldn't have a problem here. But as you can see, he can do some pretty large amounts of damage. Okay, see, not bad at all. What's he give us? Nothing! Okay. The Emperor says, nobly fought, now let us give you your just reward. And then it says, this is your chance to slay the Emperor. So, let's do that. Here is your reward, a reward befitting a rebel, Firian. And he disappears. Now we're surrounded, and we're going to be thrown into jail. Alright, we just killed a behemoth, and yet we were able to be captured by 4 guards that we probably could kill in 1 hit. Seems kind of interesting. I guess now we should try to escape. As you can see, there are many doors. Sturdy iron gate blocks the doorway. Okay. It's Paul! We haven't seen him in a while. Lights out, he says, and knocks out the guard. And he's here to rescue us. He says, this is for rescuing me from the mines. I pay my debts. Now get out of here before they catch you. Wow. It's good to have friends that are thinking about us. That's very, very kind of him. All right, let's, there's a chest over in this section. I don't remember if there's enemies here or not, but there certainly are in this chest. Oh my god! We have been ambushed. Okay. It looks like there's some zombie/undead monsters here, so I think casting fire... I'm not going to cast Cure on them because some of these are not. We'll cast fire for sure. Let's see how this goes. It should eliminate most of them. And then hopefully these two can handle the rest. And Gordon is dead. Don't worry, we'll revive him. Not a big deal. 3,000 gil for us and an antidote. Wow, okay. Rather than use a Phoenix down, we're just going to go ahead and use a life spell on him. I will, however, use a potion. Since we have a ton of them. Alright, let's see. I think this is the... Yeah, there we go. Another door. We got an ether, an elixir. Those are useful. And a cottage. Okay. Go along further northward and along the path to find another door. Use it in the one beyond. Go up a floor. I think this is where we need to go. I'm reading through this walkthrough again. Yeah, we're back at B1. Go along the path before you're heading northeast and south. That's easy enough. I'm guessing there's... Okay, there's a random encounter. I was like, there's got to be something here. Definitely going to cast fire on these guys. It'd be stupid not to. There's Hilda. Okay. So we'll need to head in there. Take out these parasites. And now we have to go in this windy path. I think these enemies can cast like swap or something, which is a pretty nasty spell. So dispatching them quickly is in our best interest. These guys may drop some tomes for us. A stun tome, nice, we'll take it. Alright, wow, there's a lot of encounters here. We're getting a lot of gil, so that's very useful. We're already at 20,000. All right, Princess Hilda, hold on. We'll get you out of here. And then we open the gate. Gordon comes to the rescue. He says, are you all right? She says, Gordon, I never thought to see you here. Yeah, because you were an emo coward most of the game. Furion says, Gordon, take the princess and go. We'll draw the guard's attention while you escape. He says, thank you, be careful, and takes Hilda with her. And just like that, as quickly as he arrived, Gordon is gone. That's okay, though. We didn't need him. Now our goal is to get out of here. More magicians greeting us in the hallway, dropping tomes like candy. We will obviously gladly take those because we can always sell them if we have no immediate use. They can also be used in battle, which we haven't done. Maybe there'll be an opportunity to do so. Like I said, we've been leveling up pretty well, so hasn't been a super big concern. Yeah, when it comes to this Final Fantasy era series, I do think that some of the other Final Fantasy games, one of the reasons I wanted to start with 2 is because it lends itself to being this way, kind of repetitive in some ways. A lot of encounters, a lot of backtracking. I think some of the battle mechanics and some of the other games are a little bit more interesting. It's almost like we wanted to get this one out of the way, so to speak. I actually do like this game though, so I'm not bashing it. Anyway, we're back here to the main area. Let's go back, save in the overworld. We've made it. So what do we do now that we've had all that excitement? Well, we got to go back to Altair, and see if the Princess of Finn is indeed been taken back. Obviously, her and Gordon escaped. We want to make sure that they're doing well. And we want our next steps, because I'm sure if they are there, they are going to give us something else to do. And we want to know what that is so that we can prepare and do whatever that task may be. So far, so good. I was gonna say, we should have enough gil to buy, like, anything we want pretty much anywhere. I don't think there's many shops that we haven't explored yet. Oh, some Gigantoads. Take that. Alright. Just a short little sea trek to Altair. Fighting some hell divers on the way. And a couple buccaneers. Not of the Tampa Bay variety. Alright, we're back in Altair. Let's check in. And there's someone here at the edge of town. Let's talk to them. He says, the rebel army has arisen. Our first move will be to retake Castle Finn. Prince Gordon and Princess Hilda have pitched camp near Finn. You should head there immediately to lend your strength to the cause. Okay, so we know what we're doing. We're heading to Finn. It's time. We visited Finn very, very early in the game. We weren't able to accomplish a whole lot there because it was overrun by guards. As such, we weren't able to enter any shops, really do anything substantial from a socialization standpoint. But hopefully by freeing it, we'll be able to access some more stuff. So let's head there now. Finn's not too far away. We're going to obviously be encountering some very basic enemies on the way. I'll try to skip through as many of them as I can. And I can do that by taking the canoe through a lot of the water and just kind of taking this up. This will bypass pretty much all battles. Now we're looking for this camp here. We're going to stop in here first and see what's going on. So we have quite a bit of people here at the rebel camp. I don't know if we can go in any of these tents. It doesn't look like it. Let's talk to the rebels. We've breached the castle gates. The enemy is in disarray. Now is our chance. We're taking back the castle. We're taking back the castle. We're taking back the castle. Okay. Gordon says you're to be the heart of our attack. While we hold the bulk of the Imperial forces at bay, you'll slip in and kill the Castellan. Okay. And Hilda says she's very excited to see us. I owe you my life. It would appear you also deserve credit for destroying the Dreadnought. I didn't know how I can ever thank you enough. Let's say Wild Rose. She says, do not fear, I am the true princess. What's this? I could swear you were blushing. So an interesting little Easter egg there. If we ask her about her, you know, weird behavior a few minutes ago. All right. Welcome to Finn, everybody. So I think we're going to be heading to the castle. And we have not been here yet, so let's go ahead in. And we're going to get ambushed immediately. There will be enemies here. We will be dispatching them, as we always do. There's Layla. She says you don't want to be hacking your way into enemy territory without me. And she's back, baby. Layla is back. Just readjusting my seat here. This is very exciting things. All right. Now we're just going to head north. We'll check out the treasure chests and such shortly. There will be time for that. But I think first we need to make things right in this castle. So up we go to the throne room. Wow, there's a lot of enemies here. Here's someone suspicious. His name's Gatos. He says, rebels, here? Where are my soldiers? No, it can't be. This was all a trap. Alright, we got a boss fight. Let's cast some thunder on this guy. Seems like a good idea. See how that goes. Alright, Layla's doing basically no damage. Might just be better to attack this guy. I don't know. Cast a Blizzard Fire combo just to see what happens. Okay, Thunder was more effective for sure than Fire. What about Blizzy? Oh, he's dead. Not that bad. And Layla's sword is leveled up. Okay, we got no gil from that, but we did get the Ripper weapon. And we've defeated the enemy commander. Very cool. And it's gonna warp us here. Hilda says, it's so good to finally be back. This would have never been possible had we not worked together. I thank you all. And just like that, we've retaken Castle Finn. We beat the game. No, we haven't. Alright. Let's talk to Hilda. She said, it's so good to finally be back. This would never have been possible had we not worked together, but one thing still troubles me. Minwoo left for Mysidia, but we've not heard from him since. It pains me to ask this of you so soon after winning back our castle. Would you go to Mysidia? We've actually been there already, but we didn't talk to anybody. Let's ask about it. It's a land of mages. Without the aid of their magic, defeating the Emperor will not be easy. I've heard that a spell, sometimes referred to as the ultimate magic, lies in the Mysidian Tower. Obtaining it requires 2 masks. Interesting. It's just turning into a Persona game. The white mask rests beneath this very castle. You must recite an incantation to open the door that leads below. The words Ekmet Telos have been passed down from antiquity. Wow, we're learning a lot here at once. This is kind of a lot. Forgive me, I'm afraid I don't know the door's location. Okay. Well, thank you. Let's ask Gordon. He said we could have never retaken Castle Finn without your help, but there's one problem, Minwoo still hasn't come back. Would you go to Mysidia? You said basically the same thing Princess Hilda said, but I'm going to ask you about it anyway. The Mysidian Tower is rumored to house the Ultimate Tome, a text containing the ultimate magic. Okay, that's a new term. I'm certain it would prove invaluable in the struggle against the Emperor. Alright, tell me about Ekmet Teloes. With His Majesty gone, no one knows this castle better than Hilda. If she doesn't know, Paul just might. He's always calling himself the greatest crook in the world, after all. I believe he said he was the greatest thief. There is a difference, Gordon. There is a difference. Alright, we're gonna head back to the first floor now. I do believe there are still encounters in here, but we do want to at least start getting some of the treasure out of here, so we can prepare for some of these dungeons and other missions we're going to be doing in the near future. Okay. Let's head this way first. We got 2,000 gil in this chest and 1,000 gil in this chest. Let's head this way. And there should be another chest up here. 1,000 gil. All right. So that's the first floor taken care of, at least for now. We have monsters guarding a chest. Oh, these guys don't look happy with us. Layla's blinded. This shouldn't be too much of a problem. Obviously, the stunner is not going to be weak to fire, but we can cast it anyway. Nice job. 2,000 gil and... Wow, a potion. Okay, that was... pretty underwhelming. Pretty underwhelming. And then we have a hidden wall here. Nice. We'll get a pair of giant's gloves. We have, I think, a bunch of those, actually. Let's open this chest. More monsters. Ooh, these guys look tough. These guys do look tough. I also need to pull up my list here. What's going on? Why are we getting ambushed by everybody? Gonna go into attack mode. Oh no, we're gonna need something better than that, I think. Okay, our main characters can handle these guys, but Layla, you cannot. Oh, they're casting haste. Look out, these guys are not messing around. You love to see it. Oh, whoa! Confuse is not fun. Wow. Okay, we got a ton of stuff from that battle. I didn't even really look at it. We have haste and aura now. Hold on. Who needs those? Who needs haste and aura? I think we definitely want to put haste on Furion for now. I want to put aura on Guy. The rest is good to go. That's cool. Okay. Says I can go through the wall again to find a werebuster. Now we'll head back down the first floor. We're gonna take the steps down here now. And we're back on the third floor. There is a room up here. Nothing going on. It looks like it could be interesting later. Perhaps we need to use a key item there. A break tome, a death tome, and a toad tome. Wow, okay. Who do I have for these? Toad and Death. I think those will both go to Guy for now. We love to give him all of the strange status spells. So now he's got quite a bit of spells going on. Obviously, I would like to get another haste spell. We're going to have to leave some room for the Ultima spell, obviously, for somebody. Let's head back to the first floor. And from here, we'll head back up to the throne room. There's a lot of plundering that's happening in here. I'm fully aware. Luckily, we're not dealing with any monsters outside of those in chests. For now. Alright, back in the throne room, we can go here, and we see, if we approach this tile, we get a little exclamation part. Let's say it. Say it. Say the phrase, Ekmet Telos, and it opens. Very cool. Let's see where this takes us. Down some steps. Now that will take us to the basement, or we can go to the right and escape outside. Interesting. Please help yourselves to the equipment within, this guy says. You bet we will. A golden armor, a golden shield, and a golden cuirass. Now would be a good time to reset our expectations from an equipment standpoint. So, go ahead and use the Ripper on him. Ogre killer, ogre killer. I gotta make sure to put her shield on the other side because that's where she's at. Okay. Now, let's head into the basement proper. Where we will, I believe, be getting into some battles. Welcome to the basement! Let's go find some more treasure here. We'll see how our upgraded equipment helps us, if at all. The Ripper looks like it does some kind of secondary damage. Perhaps, is it poison? Tell us. Doesn't matter. Okay, a knife. Okay, that's not really a big deal. There's a chest in the northwest corner we'll head to. Oh, that weapon's awesome. We'll just continue slicing through a lot of undead enemies. I mean, we should be pretty rich after this. Alright, we got some eye drops. We're up to 60,000 gil. Wow, okay. Looks like there's one more treasure at least out in the open. Alright, Layla's axe went up. That's good. And... okay, close. Alright. Well... I guess, oh, some green souls. Maybe they'll give us some health. Pretty underwhelming first floor of this basement. I guess we'll head down a level. Which, here's some steps going down, so I'm assuming this is where we gotta go. Instructions not clear. All right. Second floor. There's a chest right next to us. So we're fighting some new enemies. Okay. I think these ones can cast swap, maybe. It's what I'm thinking about. Either way, we want to kill them immediately. We got an ether. Okay. Let's head to the west and south. It's a little bit tedious kind of going through these battles. Early Final Fantasy games, you know, have a lot of this dungeon hopping, and there's not like a lot of like cutscenes and stuff to break up the dungeons like there are in the later games where there's like a lot of cinematics and exciting things happening. There's another one up here. So it is a bunch of like running around the dungeon and just grabbing things and attacking things. While they're attacking you, you're killing them. It's a vibe for sure. All right, I think we're done in this floor. None of the treasure has been interesting since all of the good treasure was in the castle itself, not protected by enemies. But hopefully as we go further down, that will change. I mean, we are getting a lot of funds. And we still haven't checked out the town of Finn. Like, are they selling some good stuff now? Might be worth checking out. We probably want to be rolling in there as rich as possible, so that we can just buy whatever the hell we want. Sounds like a plan to me. Certainly. These guys are... like, just get out of my way, bro. Okay. We are back. Let's go start grabbing chests again. Some killer manuses, which we don't see a whole lot of outside of the overworld. I got quite a bit of hit points, but the Ripper certainly helps take care of them. That's an amazing weapon. We get ambushed right outside the treasure chest. Because why wouldn't we? It's a high potion. Right. Let's head to the other corner opposite this. They have like a colony down here. There's a whole ecosystem of killer manuses in the third floor of this dungeon. Wow. Yeah, they're starting to get a little bit tankier for sure. So are we. A flame ship. Now that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Let's get this chest in the northwest section. Oh my god, I'm getting so tired of these guys. I hope the next floor has something different than killer manuses. Come on, this is just lazy. That's just laziness is all that is. Spider silk. Garbage. Okay, we got some green souls at least. I guess if they want to cast cure or whatever. I'd rather just get the hell out of this part of the dungeon and head to the next floor, which should be right down here. We're on basement 4. Don't know the pet. This is saying there's water, but this is probably a different version of the game. I'm not seeing it, but I don't want to get lost again. I really don't want to get lost here, so let's be very careful. Oh my god. Let's cast Blizzard. I know those adamantoises are weak to it. Well, they're not that weak, because... This is quite a combination here. Would have been better off maybe attacking at this point. We should get a bunch of gil. 3,000 gil, a sleep tome. Monsters here. Guarding the chest. Hopefully it's something good. More gil and a power staff. Okay. I hope we're not lost, because it's certainly looking like we might be again. Oh, got a couple party members that are asleep. You don't see this often. They're doing a number on us. We're getting cooked, as they say. Not quite. It's like we woke up pretty quickly after getting attacked by Blizzard, though. Let's go up here first, actually. A little bit of backtracking. I forgot there was a chest up here that we're also going to want. We don't want to leave anything behind. There's 2,000 gil. There's a flame. The flame armor. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, I think we are in the right place. I think they changed... I'm looking at like a translation from the original game, and I think they changed what's in some of the chests in between versions of this game's been remade like 50 times. So like they probably did this to a diamond shield got dropped. Amazing. Oh, this is going to be awesome. I think they probably did that to make some parts of the game that were maybe exploitable a little less exploitable. But what do I know? We're just playing the damn thing. Doesn't matter. And we have a betrayal fang. What the hell is a betrayal fang? A fang that confuses the target has the same effect as confuse. Okay. That sounds redundant. We should be getting close to the end of this dungeon here. Not a moment too soon. Oh, they dropped a wing sword. Okay. Alright, we're in... okay, we see one chest. And a bunch of doors. So let's make a beeline towards the chest. Hopefully the enemies here are not too bad. Couple stalagmites. Yes, anthropomorphic rock formations. Alright, monsters guarding the chest. Ooh, Rios, okay. Are these just like upgraded chimeras? We're just gonna pound them. And hope it's enough. Oh no, they're casting bad breath. This is what that's something that usually the Malboros would cast. I think I mentioned before that caused just a bunch of status effects. Turned Furion in the stone. We did get the Orichalcum, which I believe is a knife that's pretty good. Effective against aquatic enemies, as you would infer by its name. Okay, and now we have a bunch of doors. We're gonna head into this fifth one. Itchy. We have 125,000 gil, which is crazy. All right. And there's a chest. It's the white mask. So we found one of the two masks that were mentioned earlier in the episode. And if we go north of here, well, we got to fight another battle first. Hang on. We have a teleporter, which will take us straight out of here and back to the overworld. Now, since we have a bunch of money and presumably Finn is saved, I think we should check out what's going on in town real quick. First of all, let's get completely naked. Because I want to make sure that everyone has the best equipment available. Let's check the weapon shop. What do we got here? Werebusters. You got tridents, wing swords, flame bows. Okay. I don't necessarily know what we're going to buy yet. I'm kind of looking around, and we're going to talk to some people also. What about in the armor shop? Maybe something a little bit better. We got more golden stuff, which we have a good bit of that. I don't know. Is the golden stuff good? The golden stuff looks like it's pretty good. Maybe not the best in every situation, but I think we're gonna at least buy this stuff right now. Just to have, we'll have 4 of each. That's kind of what I'd like to go towards. Magic is what I'm super interested in right now. Ooh, Dispel, Mini, Fog, and Slow. Let me look at my sheet here. These all look like things that we should give Guy. So we're going to do that. Teach him some magic. We'll have to train him a little bit on this. Probably off camera, as they say. He's got 14 spells. Look at that. All right, let's go talk to some people. Actually, hold on. Let's go back to the weapon shop real quick, because I think I do have enough money to buy, like, everything I want. Yeah. We're just going to buy everything, and then we'll let the algorithm sort it out. We do have a diamond shield. We do have a flame shield, which I'm going to equip. We have, looks like ice shield is still pretty good. And then, we'll put an ice shield on you. That's good. That's good stuff right there. All right, let's talk to the townsfolk. We'll start with Wizard Boy. I never thought I'd be able to come back to Finn in my lifetime. Have you been to Paul's house yet? He certainly seemed overjoyed to be back in his own home. It's no wonder he probably had all sorts of stolen loot stashed there. We'll talk to him. We may have taken Finn back, but the war isn't over yet. The decisive battle will be fought once Minwoo returns from Mysidia. Don't forget the part we played in taking Finn back. What did you do? We could have never captured Finn without you. Thanks. You guys took out the big boss, huh? Wow. Being able to live here again is like a dream come true. Finn is ours again. At last, the standard of the Wild Rose flies high over Finn once more. Okay, so just some generic stuff. I don't know which one's Paul's house. This looks like the sanctuary, so it's not there. I'm gonna guess it's his house down here. We'll go talk to him. Why not? There he is. Furion, you old devil, how have you been? Let's ask him about Ekmet Telos. He says, if you need to know about secret doors in Castle Finn, I'm your man. I don't suppose you could tell me what's inside this secret chamber, just curious. A white mask. That doesn't sound particularly valuable. I'm not interested. I guess I'll tell you where the door is. Look in the far corner of the audience chamber to the right of the throne. You're collectors too. What do you need a mask like that for anyway? And then we try to show him the mask and he doesn't care. So obviously we already found this door. So, anyway, we still have plenty of money. Let's go buy some items real quick before we put a cap on this. Now we can start affording better and better items. So you're going to see me buying more, basically more potions and ethers and Phoenix Downs. elixirs are not really worth it, in my opinion. Okay, I think that's probably good. All right, so obviously we got to get Minwoo back. We got to find this black mask. So that is going to determine what we do next. There's a few places that if you remember, when we first got on the ship, we passed an island out there far to the south. I think we're powerful enough that we ought to check that out. It sounds like there could be something interesting there, and we need to start exploring these locations to try and find the black mask anyway. So that's what we'll do next time here on Final Fantasy Eras. It's Final Fantasy 2. We're nearing the end of our journey, at least with this game. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest.